a lot of what it's about working in LA is you meet people, you work with people, and I always feel like every audition I've ever done has always meant something else. Every job I've always done leads to something else. There's no consistency over there. For me personally anyway, everyone has a different journey. I've been able to work really well there and work a lot, but it's never been some major overnight success.
Of course.
You sort of go in and out of it, and I think it's just the resilience of staying in the game.
Well, I'll have to tell everyone out there that I'm actually chosen to transgender probably about 5 years ago now. So I use my art and my mediums of communications with video and photography to tell my story and my journey for not only local people, but also like connecting with the globe.
Yeah, Warwick Keppers here for Warwick's World to the platform. Number one show in Australia because I'm on it. Here's the old boy, 87 yesterday. As you can see, old Snowy.
We're sitting here at Warwick Keppers Mansion in Kew, Park Kew, only worth $6 million. Even the cat's worth $2 grand. It's Harry. It's Harry. He's a rag doll. And that's his stunned look. That's like you seen me kick 10 goals. He's stunned.
You couldn't keep all this memorabilia if you didn't have
That's a very
somebody
pensive photo there, Warwick.
Very sexual young man.
Nothing about sexual.
Very Fabios.
Pensive, he said.
Very sexual.
Pensive.
I don't care, 'cause I don't love you anymore.
Yeah, look, Damien Walsh-Hulling, who plays Venom, was someone I've known since he was 18, and you know, even taught him at college for a year, and he's a lovely guy, and he, you know, he's someone that really got into the role of playing Venom, and where, you know, it's like his preparation each day just to see, you know, acting's not all glamorous, just to get all those tats on. I think he was in like 2 hours before everyone else.
We couldn't afford advertising, and so we thought, you know, well, you know, like we could start our own sort of rumours here. So we thought we'd get around like as if it was fans in the town writing graffiti on the walls. It was actually the band, and we ran up. There was this. We're driving home, and there's this big white wall there. It was beautiful. You know, we wrote you know, Cold Chisel, you know, #1, and we went home, and it was only about a mile from where we lived, and unfortunately the guy whose fence it was knew that where the band lived. And he came round, and we woke up, and he'd written Frank on the side of the truck.
Well, I always wanted to be a theater actor, but I never imagined being a movie actor because I was never sort of a good-looking guy like you. I was just sort of like a regular average Joe, and I used to just do theater for fun. I mean, when I was in college, and then I really enjoyed it so much. I thought, well, I'll just give it a try, but it's not too likely. And then the next thing I knew, you know, theater was going well, and I tried out for a movie, and I got the part, and you know, I lucked out, did a couple of TV shows, and just sort of kind of worked my way up through the ranks to get a career.
So I'm here with Shane. Now, you're the king of spin, the king of poker. What's your secret?
That's a good question. I'm not sure I'm the king. Actually, I'm not sure I'm the king of anything, Rosie. But the poker is just about being patient.
And baby, I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me. Yeah.
Then I started promoting pop groups and Radio 1 disc jockeys. And then I came here when I was 21 years old, and I worked for an importer promoting biorhythm calculators and negative ion generators. And then I opened a nightclub called The Zoo, and I was the head zookeeper. And every week I'd have a celebrity as guest DJ. So I had Brooke Shields, Evel Knievel, Jeff Boycott, Dennis Lilly. And then I worked for a radio station for a couple of years. Then I started my business, Marks and Sparks.
I got the dance teachers who were break dancers, hip-hop dancers, poppers, lockers. We got the best in Australia. Put them all together and put the show together in a couple of weeks, got to Vegas and said, here we are. But little did we know that all you're doing is leasing the right to perform at a theatre. So you've got to pay rental costs, you've got to pay marketing, promotions, everything has to be paid for, visas, accommodation. All you're doing is renting a theatre.
Now, over the years, you have performed for some of the biggest names in Hollywood, musicians. Who was your favourite and why?
Absolutely incredible experiences, every single one. I literally pinch myself every day when I wake up that I get to do what I do.
Things might change, but there's nothing in this world that could. ever make me love again. Not like I loved you.
Well, now I'm working for One Championship, which is the largest sports media property in Asia. We broadcast to 128 countries, over 1 billion people. So it's mixed martial arts fighting, and we're all over the world. And we were just in Manila last week with 20,000 people, in Jakarta the week before with 20,000 people live. And they're huge shows, and I'm thrilled to be at the helm of that one. I'm loving every moment of it.
For me, it's surreal just watching that clip. And, you know, as a little kid who idolised Arnold, and to be his business partner now and travelling the world with him 6 or 8 times a year.
How long have you done that for?
This is my 4th year on the road with him. So I travel with him at least 6 times a year, sometimes 8, been to movie premieres and all that. But mostly we do the Arnold Sports Festival.
Your mates?
We've become great mates, yeah. He's become a real mentor to me and taken an interest in my life and business. He's the smartest guy I've ever met.
The most exciting, the loveliest memories I have is that it's such a good training ground for actors. So it was fantastic to be so young and learn what to do on set, because I didn't have an idea. I was literally a model turned actress, which was sort of frowned upon in those days. When I first started, I actually had to have the cameraman tell me to turn around because I was facing upstage and the cameras couldn't see me. So it was literally from scratch.
Car trouble?
No.
Tiger trouble.
They actually closed down like the whole street so that
like
we
police
could...
cars and everything.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
exciting.
blocking off
Have
the
you guys
street.
been to Vegas before?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
we
of you?
have.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we love it there.
Look where we are, Togsy. The beautiful Thailand. Doesn't get much better than this. The Miss International Queen contest. And we're going backstage to get into their minds and seeing what size shorts they wear, what kind of makeup. It may match mine. I do love makeup and do love myself. So let's say hello to Australia.
Hello, Australia.
And we love you, Warwick Kappa.
I'm good. I got from Sydney.
Well, I was the Sydney Swans king, and here's my counterpart from Australia. She's looking great. What a great chassis.
Well, maybe you could be a little sympathy towards my loss and make me feel. Whoa.
No, I just knew, because I saw my dad, you know, being a great man he was, and what he did with the sport of boxing, and how he never drank, never smoked, never took any drugs, and he always put that on me. He actually used to take me down King's Cross in the 80s, in the early 80s, when I was a youngster, 6, 7, 8 years old, and he used to show me the alcoholics and the drug addicts. And
I think you've got to have a fire in your belly. You know, if you really believe something, and if your mind and your heart says you can, you can. But if your mind says you can, your heart says it can't, problem. You've got to coordinate your mind-heart coordination together, then you have a cutting edge and you can cut through anything.
Like, if you're talking to young kids out there, and regardless if it's boxing or if it's just life in general, do you just agree that it's just hard work that's got you to where you are? I mean, obviously you're very talented, but you work hard as well, don't you?
Yeah, but off the top, you got to have first faith in God, then faith in yourself. And if God bless you with the talent, then you got to take and work 5 times harder to get where you want to get, because there are going to be some low spots, there are going to be bad spots for you waiting already, but you got to keep working hard to persevere and overcome when you get in those low spots. And with hard work, anything is possible.
I'm a very introverted person by nature. I'm basically pretty shy. My public persona is not really what I am. I'm not contrived or false, but I away from the television or away from the media, I'm a bit of a recluse. I don't go out. I like my own company. I have about 3 real friends.
So I'm here with top model Justin Lacko. Now tell me, Justin, you're here at the Diesel launch for the bar and eatery.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, this place looks fantastic, doesn't it? I mean, you never know where to go on your Fridays or Saturday nights, but I think now we know where to go.
That you're already gone. promise I won't follow in the heart of the storm. I'm a lover who waits in sorrow for the day you return.
The way that I start the book, I was a very strange-looking kid. I was very awkward. I had social anxiety, and I was very, very tall. And so I guess I was very unpopular, and I just thought if I was pretty that all of my problems would be solved. And then I went through puberty, and I kind of grew into my body, and I started getting attention.
What are you doing in New York at the moment, apart from the moon? What are you doing?
Oh, so many things, because I love the winter here. It was snowing. Just meet my fans and festival here and just enjoy life.
Nice.
It's a festival here, and it's a convention. I do some panels, some pictures, like just interact with my fans.
How's your love life? How's your love life?
My love life? Fantastic.
And I hate to say I need you. I'm so reliant, I'm so dependent, I'm such a fool.
I suppose I'm a sucker, pretty much. I mean, I didn't have a choice.
You got a confession to make?
I didn't have a choice, did I? I mean, it's just so nice now they don't live at home. So, like, I don't have to put up with it every day. Prior to that, every day it was like I'm walking on eggshells, looking over my shoulder, wondering where's a camera hidden, or where are these two clowns going to pop up?
We're going to see the beautiful Eugene. He looks like the beautiful Warwick. Also beautiful is the beautiful Venus, who's a sister slash brother. She's a very attractive lady slash man. And we're going to get some Botox.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to go angry. Go. No, more like this, angry. That's it, that's good. It's going to mark hold that position. Okay, great.
There's heaps here.
Exactly. Yeah. And get you to put your eyebrows up.
Look at Jack Hay.
That's it. Alright, and turn this way. Okay. You'll be alright.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay. That's doing really good.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
One more here.
Yeah, you're one of the better ones.
I did Sons and Daughters, and then I moved on to another show called, what was that called? Possession, where I played the Honourable Nikki Shannon or something like that. I had to say things like, oh, do you go riding? I was like that, very English and posh. And then I moved down to Melbourne for a while to do Neighbours, and then when I was in Melbourne, I met Toddy Goldsmith and the gorgeous Eve von Bibra and Angelica Labazetta, and we formed the Shantuzis.
Your charity is unlike any other charity. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
We're actually the most inclusive, fastest responding and involving charity in Australia. We don't have waiting lists. We help all kids with all illnesses, and our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours.
Now I realize the world wasn't made for dreamers. Hit me in the face with that bitter taste. Drowning in the wine for the daily grinders. Not as easy as they say. When we grow up, how far will we be from all our dreaming? Look into the sky of falling angels, crashing from sugar dreams.
Matchbox Pictures started, we have our 10th anniversary this month.
Congratulations.
Yes. So it started when I had a company with my partner called Big and Little Films, and then we had friends who were producers, and we just decided to all team up and form a bigger kind of company. And I think it was a time when there were a lot of small companies in Australia, like 1 or 2 people, and then there were a handful of big companies, but there was nothing in between. And so we felt like, we wanted to give it a go, see what would happen if we formed something in between, so that we had a bit of a bigger market presence. And the experiment was entirely successful.
worry.
You have to increase the zoom on that because that's a lot of bodies.
It's not reality TV, it's manipulative TV, whereas Dancing with the Stars, they wanted you to be good. Celebrity and Apprentice, how am I going to beat Prue McSqueen? She's had 3 arguments, she's cried 5 times today, she's given them in bucket loads what they want, so they're going to sack me because I'm trying to be nice to people. I'm not going to dish, you know, all these legends of Australia, you know, like Dermot Brereton, Dawn Fraser. What do you say? Ah, she's a bitch. Oh, Jeff Fennige's a soft prick. You can't do that. So, you know, I had respect for these people and they want me to diss them.
This here is the new ish. Be cool, not foolish. I say be you, not stupid. Be beautiful. Now let's do this. Hey, now let me bring it and sing it and sling it for a minute. Dolly clock spinning, time ticking to the finish. Art we are living and loving, that's the image. Project good thoughts with cohorts and live it.
Well, I started playing footy around about I was 14 years of age, and at school I was a bit of a hyperactive young kid. Back in those days, they used to call you a pain in the backside. But because I could run and jump all day, I took on sport in general, and footy became part of my life. And I went to Hawthorn at 16 and a half years of age and finished at 33 and continue on, well, to today, I suppose.
Yeah, they are, Wally. Come out.
If you're good looking.
Come out, mate.
Come out. What's why?
You're on the platform. And Wally's a movie star. Is that a up here, poor roommate?
What's that you got?
I've got the photo rebooted, different picture. It's good I've got your genes. You're a very attractive man. You still got hair, it's a bonus. I'm releasing a song called Telephone Number in 3 weeks. I might get you to play it with us and we'll take it worldwide. So when I come to America, we're going to do a duo, me and you. It's called Telephone Number. Call me up, see what's up. Baby, I got your number. Let me kick it, yeah. See what's up? Call me up. With Matchbox 20 and Warwick Kappa going worldwide.
Do you want the 5 kick-its? Because I got 5 kick it.
Yes. I love you to be honest because you're a movie star.
Let me just make a note.
Good. He's just going to make notes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll never fool myself again. So do we have to meet again? Oh. So do we have to meet again?